Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are live. Today is August 26, 2014. My name is Rex Harris, and as always, it's a privilege to be able to spend some time with you amazing people here today. This morning, we're going to talk about how to create a daily plan of action. Having a daily plan of action for your business is very important because when you have a specific daily routine that you're following, you know for sure that everything you need to get done is getting done, and it also gives you more free time for when you're away from your business for whatever reason, to have that plan in place where you know that, okay, I have this time to do my email marketing, I can free up this time to utilize some conversational marketing if I want, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm hoping everybody's able to see me this morning. I came in here today and YouTube had thrown me a complete curveball on how this system works, but I think we got it figured out and we should be good to go. I'm going to run over here real quick to the channel to make sure that we're broadcasting here. And helps if I open the right window here. Okay. Let me make sure that this is live here. And okay, yeah, it appears to be working. So fantastic. Yeah, it's a complete overhaul to the website, completely different. I had to go through and basically relearn it in about 10 minutes because it was, in the words of one of my esteemed colleagues, Sherry Higdon, all wonky this morning. So we were able to get through the wonkiness and get this thing moving. So I don't know what other wonkiness I may run into here over the next few minutes, but as I do, I'm sure we will all find a way to poke fun at it and make light of the situation, right? Okay, so here we go. How to set up a daily plan of action, and this is really a very simple thing to do. I'm going to open up some notepad or some notes here this morning, so we have those to utilize. And dun, 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 dun. Now we can get started. So turn on screen sharing here. Make sure you guys can see this. And you guys should be able to see my screen here. And here we go. Okay. How to set up a daily plan of action for your home business. Okay, now I'm going to base this on what my plan is. Basically, the idea here is for you to kind of glean from what it is that I do and incorporate into your day what works best for you. Okay, because everybody's life is different. My day is not the same as your day, is the same as Bob's day or Sherry's day or anybody else's day. Okay. All right, so wet the whistle there a little bit, and here we go. From my perspective, the first step in setting up a daily plan of action starts with anything other than your business. Okay, and we're just going to call this, and we'll put a time frame here. We'll just say between 5 and 8 a.m., just depending on when people get up or when they don't get up, or however that works. From 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. Okay. This is personal development time. Okay. Now this may be, and please understand that this is a window here. I'm not telling you to spend 3 hours from 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. in personal development. You can spend however much or however little time that you want to spend on there. Is there really a way to get more out of your personal time by spending more time doing it? Um, yeah, I believe that there is based on my experience, but what I can also tell you this is even 15 minutes in the morning of taking time to stay studied up on whatever it is that you're reading, you know, and there's a ton of fantastic material out there to read. So, um, one of the things that I would encourage people to do, especially if they're relatively new to personal development, is The Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence Scovel Shinn is a phenomenal book. Darren Little recommends to his students Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker and Ask and It Is Given by Esther and Jerry Hicks. So whatever it is that you choose to better yourself, not only as a human being, but also better yourself in business, okay, this is the time that I recommend that you spend doing these things. This can be a combination of reading, meditating, to an audio, okay, prayer, okay. All of these things apply. Okay, for me, this is time with God. That's how I believe. What you choose to believe, that's totally up to you. But that, for me, is what this is. This is time with God to read, pray, and meditate, and just focus on getting balanced and getting my focus right for the day. Okay. Obviously, for a lot of people in here, this is also workout time for those of you that exercise. Workout time also has to be figured in. Okay, and I'm going to be practicing what I preach with the workout and exercise stuff, because next week my wife and I are starting a new exercise and eating program that we found on the television that's produced by a company called Beachbody. And it's going to be the first time that her and I have ever done this together. Every time we've ever done one of these before, it's always been individually, and we've both had some great success. But the one thing that we've noticed is that when we don't do these things together, the weight comes back, and by God's amazing grace, a while back I was able to go from 329 pounds down to about 230 pounds, and I've gained about 60 of those pounds back. So when we kind of put our collective heads together, we came to realize that, this is something that is going to work better for us when we work it, if we do it together. So that's what we're going to do. So workout time, exercise time, very important. Okay, I'm not saying that you got to go to the gym and kill yourself. All right, but at the very least, okay, get out for a walk, and you can incorporate your meditation and audio time into that when you get out for a walk, or go for a jog. Just something that's going to get the blood flowing in the morning and get your body burning. And then obviously eating healthy, also very important. You might think, geez, Rex, is this really all that important? It is all that important, and let me explain to you why that is. One of the people that I respect in this industry, who has gone out and basically given an example of what the possibilities are if you do the right things, is Mike Dillard. And one of the things that I heard from Mike Dillard probably a decade ago that still sticks with me to this day when it comes to success is mind, body, and spirit. And when one of those elements isn't in line, it can cause everything else to, again, get wonky. We're going to choose wonky as our word of the day. Thank you, Sherry Higdon, for the word wonky. And if you'd like to submit a word of the day, just send in a support request through the help desk at Academy of Home Business, and we will be sure to somehow, some way incorporate your word of the day, provided it's not profane or offensive. That was a pretty good segue. So, eating healthy, very important. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, eating your vegetables. Everybody knows eating their vegetables is important. It's just basic human knowledge, ladies and gentlemen. But what's interesting is that when people don't start their day off with a bit of a routine, a lot of the times the day gets off kilter, and before you know it, you've gone through the entire day. You don't know where the day has gone. And in most cases, your emotions and your feelings and stuff like that have probably controlled the thought processes, or vice versa. The thought processes have caused confusion, feeling, and emotions that, lead to confusion, which, when impressed upon the subconscious mind, continues to, bring about unfavorable conditions in your life. So having this routine and knowing that you're doing something better for yourself every day, for those of you that believe in God, for those of you that believe in the universe, this gets God and the universe on board with what you're doing. Okay, it creates harmony, it creates synchronicity. The more things that you can do that are healthy for your body, the better. Okay, so, and I think that we can just leave eating healthy as that. Okay, we don't really need to expend on that. Just get out, do your personal development time, go for a walk, eating healthy. I don't care if you've got a job or not. Even if you're still working a full-time job on top of your business, get out of bed an hour earlier if you have to, and incorporate your personal development time and your workout time all into one based on your audio or whatever it is that you choose. Find a way to get a routine. I'm not saying you've got to follow this step by step by step, but get into a routine that's healthy, that gets you woke up, gets you active, and gets your mind right. It's so important because focus is paramount when it comes to sticking to a daily plan of action for your list. Okay, so for list builders, here's what I do, and you can kind of glean from this. All right, first thing I do every morning when it comes to my team is workshop schedule. I make sure that the workshop schedule is posted, that it's mailed, and it goes out to everybody on my list once a day, every day. It's the first email I send every day. Gets posted in our group, gets posted, as many places we can post it. And then other people who are working to generate some revenue through the academy are also grabbing a swipe of that and sending it to their teams, which is what we recommend that you do. Okay. So once I do the workshop schedule, the next thing, obviously, because of what it is that I do, is I do the administrative duties on the academy. Okay. For you, obviously, this is going to be different. Okay. Basically, to simplify this, once I get what I like to call the grunt work done, I get my mailing set up, I get any mailing that I need to get done, contact the members, post where I need to post, answer support tickets, pay out commissions, and do whatever it is that I have to do from the administrative side of this every day. My next step, okay, because I'm a list builder, is begin driving traffic through my marketing system. And obviously my marketing system that I'm using right now is the one that we have set up with the academy here. I've been running lead capture page 1 here. I've been running this on SafeList. We've actually been getting some subscribers from this, from traffic exchanges. I mean, which is a bit mind-boggling to me, but hey, it works. And oh yeah, now it's a screen sharing thing. Hold on, I forgot. You guys are still seeing notes, so, but you guys have seen a lead capture page. Anyway, I've got this whole bounce back and forth thing going on here with the Hangouts again. Okay, so drive traffic through your marketing system, / lead capture pages. Okay, because this is what's going to get you more email addresses, of people you can work to establish a relationship with. Okay? Keep that traffic flowing. Keep collecting email addresses to the best of your ability every day. Okay? Those out a little bit, make them easier to see. Once I've contacted my list, I'm prepared for my workshop, I've done the administrative work, and I've done whatever traffic I'm going to do for that day, whether I purchase some solo ads, whether I just hit, some of the safe lists that I utilize, somehow, some way I'm constantly sending email for the purposes of keeping traffic flowing. All right, so for those of you that are list builders, this is very, very important. All right, that this is a daily activity, Monday through Sunday, 7 days a week. Okay, if you want to give people Sundays off, give them Sundays off. Some people do, some people don't. Some people mail 4 times a day, some people mail 10 times a day. I would love to say, well, this is exactly the way to do it, but it's basically, from my experience, the more value that I share with my list and the more I just keep it real between me and my subscribers, the more email I'm able to send and have that be okay. If I'm brand new to list building and my only objective is to bring somebody in for the purposes of promoting something, even if it's free, I'm going to instantly begin to tarnish what little relationship that I already have with those who are already there. All right? So it's very important to keep it real with your list. Create videos. Send them videos where you're talking to them directly. Hey guys, Rex Harris here from Fort Pierce, Florida. Just wanted to say thanks for sharing a few minutes to watch this video today. I was hanging out in a workshop this morning. I learned something cool here and wanted to take a couple minutes to share that with you. That type of stuff. And just give to them unconditionally. Even if you found a cool YouTube video that you didn't create, okay? Tell people what you saw on it and why you think that it's going to be helpful to you and others, and then send them that. It doesn't need to be any more than that, okay? Because not every email you send, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be a call to action. Conversion comes from so many different places within your funnel. Okay, sometimes it comes the moment people opt in, they go to a sales page, boom, they buy something. Other times people subscribe to your list and they come to a handful of workshops, webinars, or conferences before they buy or join something. Okay, that's why having the whole system in place is important. Okay, and it's also going to give you an easier way to manage your time during the day, to where you're not having to be physically engaged all the time. Because obviously all of us are here too because we want to enjoy a certain level of freedom in our lives. You don't want to be a slave to your computer 14 hours a day. There's a period of time that a lot of people call beast mode in the beginning, that once you make the decision to do it and you're never looking back, that yeah, you're going to be working to the point that you stink on, some weekends, but that's just the way it is. You either want it or you don't. Okay, so simple basic things that you can do in the morning, and this is not usually something that's very time consuming. As you get better with this, I can usually do everything here in about 30 to 45 minutes, just right here getting my first mailing out for the day. Okay, now the next thing that is going to help you when all of your other busy work is done is conversational marketing. Okay, and all of the training on conversational marketing and all the scripts are located inside the Academy. Okay, if you're not already a member of the Academy, there's a form sitting right next to the video you're watching right now. You can fill that out and you'll be given immediate free access to all of our training inside the Academy. And if you want to learn how to make some money with it, just get back to the person that referred you here and they will show you how to do that. Very, very simple here. Okay, so conversational marketing. work to build your associates list in IBO Toolbox. Okay. Internet marketers are a great fit for the Academy of Home Business. Does that mean that they're all going to join? No, but there's a high percentage of people that will join in there and will go pro for $47 per month for two reasons. Number one, they're hungry and they want to get great results with whatever it is that they're promoting right now. Okay. And number two, for anyone who's new to conversational marketing, this is a great way to integrate yourself into this so you can learn it, because when you can take these conversational marketing skills and then take them over to Facebook, when you've got 2 hours free during the day, when Bobby and Susie are down for their nap, and you've gotten all your email done, and you're wondering what's next, you got two options. You can either learn more, or you can go participate in income generating activities. Again, both solid choices, but definitely, in wise uses of the time. Okay, it's just that most people, when it comes to learning, it's learning and that's it. It's not learn, teach, do simultaneously. And learn, teach, do simultaneously is what gets you, learning and earning, for lack of a better way to put it, at the same time. Okay, so work to build your associates list on IBO Toolbox and interact with people. Okay, you want to make a lot of money fast? Call them. Okay, I will be demonstrating that this week while we are at the Blakely's. I will be making phone calls to people on IBO Toolbox, videotaping it, and sharing it with you guys so you can see how I do it and, glean from that what you can. Because it's not rocket science, okay? And you can very easily spend 2 to 3 hours a day, if you have the time, calling people on IBO Toolbox and probably make $100 a day and get your 25 for your pro upgrade, so you can jump to the 75% commission bracket. I mean, if you do that, if you make it a point to call even 25 people a day in IBO Toolbox, connect with 10, get 3 to 5 to the workshops, and you get consistent and good at doing that every day, you're going to get your 25 in no time. You're going to move up to 75% commissions, and you're going to start making some serious money doing what it is that you're doing when you are using your off time for conversational marketing. Okay, there's also additional learning, watching videos in the academy. Learning from products you have purchased on the internet. Okay, reading a book like How to Friends and Influence People, for example. Hint, hint, hint. Fantastic book. Okay. Mail it to your team. And I know many of you are starting to develop a large team inside the Academy, because we're probably going to hit 600 members today already. Not bad for just launching a week ago last night. So if we go over to the Academy here, okay, I'm not going to open this right now for privacy reasons, but for those of you that are pro members, if you come down here to your referrals and open this, you will see a list of your referrals there and an email address for every one of them. Copy those things in there, comma separate them like we talked about yesterday in Notepad, and make sure you're communicating with them every day. Send them the workshop schedule. Yes, we're sending them the workshop schedule too, But the more people that are sending that work schedule out, the more people are going to come here, see what we're doing, and sign up for the Academy because they want to learn how to do the same things that you're doing to get results with your business too. Okay? I mean, we've got people in here getting phenomenal results, already. And I mean, we've been paying out commissions for a week. I paid out more commissions this morning, and I see we've got more people in there. They have commissions coming, and some of these are people that have had some challenges making money online before, and yet I'm paying them out some decent commissions already. Okay. All right. And a big part of the reason that this is happening is because of the fact that they are taking what they are learning and they're applying it. I can tell you the people that are utilizing the email marketing training that we're putting out there right now because I'm subscribed to their lists and I'm getting from them everything that I send because they're sending it to their list and I'm on their list. So it comes right back to me. And some of it's, duplicated almost word for word minus their name and their referral link. Other people are mixing it up and starting to communicate with their lists. And they're getting more people to sign up for the Academy, and they're getting more people to upgrade. And the reason that that's happened is because they're following through and they're building a relationship with their subscribers. Okay, so something else now. I'm going to put this on the things to consider category here. Okay, one conference call or hangout with your team alone at least once per week. Okay, very, very important that you stay in communication with your team. I don't care if in the beginning only one person shows up. You continue to do it and do it and do it and do it, and more people will come and more people will come and more people will come. Okay? I'm one of those guys. I'm not saying that everybody starts out, only ever having a couple people on their workshops and hangouts, because I have no idea if there's other people who have gone out here and been instant rock stars. Okay? I'm sure there's been some people who have done their first hangout and maybe had 100 people on them. I don't know. They didn't start like that for me. It started with having, 5, 10, 15, 20 or so, and it's just kind of grown from there on as I've done it. And we've had, conference calls with hundreds of people on them, hangouts with over 100 people on them already with the Academy. And like I said, the Academy's only been live officially for a week and a day. But you'll notice that I am in constant communication with everybody in the Academy twice a day, Monday through Thursday. And once we get through Marketing Mayhem this week, starting next week, that's going to increase even more. We'll be back to doing at least one Friday workshop, and we're probably going to start doing a couple Saturday workshops per month. Again, not overkill on the workshops, but enough to give people what they need to go out here and make some things happen. Okay, not long drawn out, beating people up, for not doing what it is they're going to do. You're either going to do it or you're not going to do it. There's nothing I can do to force you to take action. There's nothing I can do to make you do any of this. All I can do is share with you what I do, and what I do gets results, and you can take it and apply it to your business. That's, there's outside of that. I have no way to make you do anything, and it's not my job to make you do anything. If you want to be successful doing this, then you have to make the decision to do it. Okay, so one conference call or hangout with your team alone, not along, at least once per week. Once per week is probably adequate, and encourage people on these calls to stay plugged in to the Academy and the workshops, because this is going to make your life easier and more profitable. Okay? That's what I would really focus on for those of you that are building the academy doing this. But this, again, everything that I'm teaching here, this isn't just about the academy. I mean, this is stuff that you can apply to, especially to a network marketing company, where if you're building a team, man, stay in communication with them. Give them good information. Go out and find a couple of guest speakers to come in and empower them. Become proactive in your business and start leading people, because they will follow you and they will spend money. And if you're going to make money, people have to spend it. That's just the way it is. Okay? But they're going to want to spend money with someone that they know legitimately cares and who's going to be there when they say that they're going to be there. All right? Very, very important. Something else that works incredibly well, video challenges. 15-minute, brief videos on Instagram. Get your team following those. Okay? Something else you can do, set up team groups on Facebook for easier communication. Okay? Everybody's on Facebook for the most part, except for my grandmother, but she's over 90 years old and she will probably never be in Facebook. Nonetheless, the majority of people are watching Facebook. All right? They get notifications. Their phone dings, chirps, and whistles like mine does each time they get a friend request, or somebody posts to a group that they're following, or one of their men's friends makes a new post. I mean, there's 150 billion different reasons why, those phones make the noises that they do on Facebook, and all of that comes from the fact that everybody's watching. Okay, so set up a team group on Facebook. Okay, much easier to communicate with your team. You can reach people on Facebook that the email didn't reach, that the tweet didn't reach, that the whatever didn't reach. That way you're constantly making sure that your team is updated wherever it is that they're watching. Maybe they're watching on their mobile phone. Okay? Send text messages. Okay? Create a mailing list. Set it here. You want a great idea? Here's a great idea for sending text messages to your team, and you won't get in trouble for it. Okay, and you could probably, if you find the right software to do it with, collect the email addresses of everybody on your team that wants to be on your private exclusive, text message only news and updates. Okay, where you're inviting people to a conference call from there. The only way to get access to that is through a text message. That way you know that more people are responding to you. It just really comes to thinking outside of the box and utilizing the resources you have available to you, utilizing your smartphones, utilizing your computers, utilizing your time, utilizing your financial resources to make all this happen. Okay, and you have options here, but exercise those options. Okay, utilize a daily plan of action that's going to propel your business forward and keep you consistent, because that is so key, is being consistent with your activities every day. All right? So with that, we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up here for today. I'd like to thank everyone for coming out this afternoon. Actually, it's still morning in most parts of the world, afternoon in other parts of the world. So let me see. We've got a big week coming up here. Stay plugged into the group. Stay plugged into the academy, because we're going to be bringing you guys a lot of new stuff, a lot of videos. We're going to be recording a lot of video, taking a lot of pictures. Follow us on Facebook. It's going to be an amazing weekend with the Marketing Mayhem event in Orlando, and we want to be able to, help you guys feel, that you're a part of this too. Yes, there's many of us here that are physical in the present, but the one thing that I'm going to ensure that I do as a leader of my team is I go through this event, I'm going to communicate what's going on at this event with my team, share with them some of what I'm learning so they can begin to apply it and give my team an added advantage, okay, before everybody else gets access to it. Okay? That's what being a leader is all about. And you have to step into those shoes, because when you do, amazing things are going to happen with your life. As always, it's been great to see you. We will see you again from the Blakesters house tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern time. I have no idea who's going to be there tonight yet, but I'm sure that as we get this thing rolling, you guys are going to see some great stuff. So stay plugged in. It's going to be a great week, and we will see you at 10 p.m. Eastern time. God bless you. Bye for now.